going on, everybody? Dr. Average Kevin, guys, back again. MTG Arena action. Another Aetherdrift Premier Draft. Let's get into it. All right, this one fired pretty quickly, which is awesome here. And here's what we got. Voyager Glide Car. We got a Fearless Swashbuckler, Sabotage Strategist, Intimidation Tactics, a Veteran Beast Rider, a Runover, a Lagak, and a Jungle Hollow. I really like Veteran Beast Rider. I think this is one of the more impactful cards in the format. Green is usually pretty heavily contested, so I'm a little nervous taking this up front. But I do think this is probably amongst the best cards in the pack. Fearless Swashbuckler is also pretty good. I'm just not the biggest fan of that deck, so I think I am going to take the Beast Rider here. We'll give it a go. There are a couple other decent cards in that pack, but we'll see what else comes around. Now we have a Ranger's Refueler, Blowout, Interference. We have the Gastral Thrill Seeker. I really do like that card. But here I'm just going to take the Hazard of the Dunes. We'll kind of cut some green off. We'll see if we really go this route. Veteran Beast Rider is best in the green-white mounts deck. But I do think that, built correctly, this can be pretty impactful. Can be a pretty fun deck to play, at least. Okay, and then we have the Mimeoplasm. We do have a tune-up, which I actually really kind of like tune-up. We have an Assailant, a Pothole Mole, Wicker Folk. We do have Rise from the Wreck, which can be pretty good. I'm actually going to take the Rise from the Wreck because we are going to be pretty well situated in mounts and potentially in green. I don't know if these packs have been weak on green or it's getting cut. That wouldn't surprise me. So we might be fighting for that. We have another Hazard of the Dunes, though. I think Assailant's fine, but I just think Hazard of the Dunes is just premium. Some good creatures here. I'm not upset with this. We do need to start looking out for some interaction. We can see some Scurryfoots, Thing Druid Summoner, we have a Silken Strength, a Nesting Bot, we have Light Shield Parry, and a Scrap Compactor. I'm gonna take the Light Shield Parry here, I think. Although Silken Strength is not bad. I haven't given a lot of respect to Silken Strength. I'll try Silken Strength here. I think this can be pretty decent in the deck. All right, now we have the Armory, the Rambler. I really like the mounts deck with the Armory. So Rambler's great, but I am gonna take this. It feels like our colors are kind of getting cut here. Blue feels very open. We're kind of struggling a little bit from that perspective. I have not seen any of the green, really, or any green or white interaction. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. Okay, now we have a Willow Rush Verge, a Defend the Rider, late Lightning Strike, interesting enough. Definitely blue-red feels very open here. I'm going to take the Defend the Rider. I think this can be okay, especially since we're going to be running mounts, or potentially running mounts. We might not be very heavy into green here, depending on how this rest of this goes, or white, excuse me. And now we have Wreck Remover, Goda, Scoreboard, Gastral. I honestly, I'm going to take the Coordinator in case we go into a splash here. It's kind of looking that way a little bit, isn't it? I could also take a Jungle Hollow. All right, we have a Lotus Guard Disciple. Not the greatest, but definitely a playable. We did get Tune-Up back, which is pretty good. I actually like this in the deck as well. Because it makes something an artifact creature, so this with like a Rambler can be pretty good. I'm going to take a Pedal of Metal here. It's a pretty good combat trick in red. If we do splash into red, the Cloudspire Coordinator is not bad. Make some mounts. It's one of the few ways to make some additional 1/1 creatures, interestingly enough. Okay, we have Quagfeast, a Pride of the Road, tune-up. We have a Jaguar, Sky Crash, Collision Course. You know, it's kind of interesting. Pride of the Road feels like a good take here, but I'm going to take the interaction in Collision Course. Ooh, now this is interesting. We have an Ovia. Which can help us to tune out some, or drop in some really big things. And we have an Earth Rumbler. I'm going to take the Earth Rumbler. The ability to recur this with tune-up, I think, is going to be too good. I don't have a ton of big stuff for Ovia to bring in. I really like Earth Rumbler. And we have the Armory, so we kind of want to set up for some vehicle. Really want to get the vehicles and the mounts going. I just don't have a ton. We need some of the other good mount, white mount, or blue, green mount creatures. I'm going to take another Earth Rumbler here. We're just going to go top end, pushing through. Vigilance Trample is insane. Our top end pretty well is covered. Now that makes tune up. And to be honest, Rise from the Wreck a whole lot better because we can get the vehicles back. Now, Rise from the Wreck gets a little bit weaker if we're using the Exile piece of this, but we can do that in a pinch. All right. I'm going to take a Broken Wings here. Our only other really good option is Lotus Guard. There's a lot of red coming around. We could look at Embalmed Descendant, but I'll just take the Broken Wings for some interaction. Okay, and now we have another Jaguar, which I don't think this gets taken very highly, so I'm kind of hoping we'll table the one that we passed earlier. We have Light Wheel Enhancements, which is 1/1 and Vigilance, and you can cast it from a graveyard. It's pretty good. We have a Market Back Walker, which is actually kind of an interesting take, as well as a Brightfield Mustang. I'm going to take the Walker here. This gives me a source of card advantage. It is never really a bad play. Okay. Now we have a Light Shield Parry and a Daring Mechanic. And a Ticket Tortoise. I'm going to take the Daring Mechanic. This will set up pretty nicely. We have another tune-up, another Silken Strength, and a Swiftwing here. I guess I will take the Swiftwing. We do need some creatures here. I need to kind of be on the lookout for the lower end of the curve. What I don't want to be waiting is for turn 3 to do a lot of things. And right now we just have Silken Strength, Collision Course, and Defend the Rider. So there's another Armory. There's a Wreck Remover. I'll take the Wreck Remover. Probably not going to play it. There's the Scouter. This helps me to cycle. This isn't probably too bad for what we're looking to do. Scry is pretty nice. I'll take the Aether Jacket just as a potential drop-in. I'll take the Rover Blades also as a potential drop-in. I'll take another Pedal to the Metal in case we need red interaction. We might splash the red. Just for the Coordinator. Again, the Pedal to Metals aren't bad. Again, we have Aether Jacket, Rover Blades, Wreck Remover. We have a couple of things that we could pull up in here. I don't know. I guess, sure. All right. This last pack needs to be decent for us. Okay, there's another Coordinator. There is a Ride's End. I'm going to take the Ride's End here. Although I think Plow Through is a very reasonable take. We have double Hazard of the Dunes already. And double Earth Rumbler. Again, our top end is like pretty nice. These are tough things to get through. Need a couple of the cheap white creatures, I feel like. Our interaction's shaping up okay. Ride's End. Ooh, there we go. That's a nice grab here. It's sad to pass up the Ketrodon, but I like the Greenbelt Guardian. I want to fill up a low spot in our curve here. Some good 2-drops. Got a good base for 3. Plenty of things to do there. And then as we get up into 4, we're looking really nice. So the question here would be, I like Farfortune End Boss, but obviously not the colors we're in. I'll take the Rambler over the Surveyor. Again, I know we're pretty heavy here, but we're just going to try to curve, get to the top end. Rambler's also great to bring back with tune-up. So if this gets destroyed, we can tune it up. Refueler is fantastic. Bestow Greatness would be fine in the deck too. But Ranger's Elvish Refueler here is awesome. We could see like a Scurryfoot and a couple other. See, do I take another Scouter here? I'm gonna take the Gilded Goda, just in case we do go into the red splash. And there's a chance that we do that. We were on Goda, Cloudspire Coordinator. If we could see like a Pothole Mole, that would make me feel a little bit better. We have the Pedal to the Metals. I actually really like this card, because you can pay it just for 1 red to give a creature first strike. In a pinch if you need to. With the Armory online, also makes our deck, our vehicles like creatures, so be a little bit cheaper on the creature side, like Scouter and things can get a little bit better. Okay. Ooh, Velahard Bike might be a good play. I think the Bike is a good play. Again, we're not afraid to go into the vehicles, right? And then this makes my splash much better. A late Lagak is very nice. That's an easy grab for us. Ooh, there's a top-end Detention Chariot. With tune-up isn't bad. I'm gonna take that. Another Cloudspire Coordinator. Pretty interesting. Another Rambler. I'll take it. I don't know that I play that. Take the Light Wheel enhancements, although again, probably not playing that. So we'll take the Ironclad. Another Scouter. Interesting. We're like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I feel like my 2-drops are a little light here. But just being base green white feels okay. We're a little low on the creature side. Removal wise, or somewhat protection. We do have some recursion here. Lot of vehicles. Armory to power that up. We only have 10 true creatures. But really, Earth Rumblers are creatures. Broadcast Rambler makes a creature. The other thought here would be to bring in like the Goda, double coordinator. This would up our creature count. We have the treasures there. We could probably get rid of the Scouter. Thinking actually maybe going like this. Take away 1 Earth Rumbler. Again, we're pretty heavy into this side of it, but we have the Bike, the Goda, that can help us in terms of mana. I'm just trying to think if I want to play this suite of removal or if I'm better off the pedal to the metal. I'm trying to think about how good Rise to the Wreck here is going to be. So that's a mount. 2 mounts. Maybe not Rise from the Wreck. Maybe we just go a little bit leaner here. We have a much better curve. Like this, although our mana's a little awkward here. The coordinator. And we'd have to rely on Goda. It's almost like I want to go this potentially. Or maybe even like this. Just to make sure that we hit the red. We do have the Velahart bike though as well. Maybe it does make sense to do this. And again, we're relying on tune-up to hit Rambler, Earth Rumbler, or Chariot. Okay, let's give this a go. Give it a try. Doesn't feel great, but you could have some decent draws and it could come together. Perfect. Look at that. That's the way we want to start. Oh, hello, my friend. They hit me with the hello, and then they hit me with a turn 1 stampeding Scurryfoot. Go ahead and get our Greenbelt Guardian up. Now we have the tune-up into the Rumbler. So we can be pretty aggressive with Rumbler. Which is nice. Skystreak Engineer. Ooh, we have a Coordinator as well. Just go ahead and get Coordinator down. Get to Scry 2. Feels like a pretty good turn. Get our 4th land up for Greenbelt. We have Lotus Guard Disciple if we want to do something there. We can always keep up Greenbelt Guardian and keep up Ride's End as well. Let's exhaust for 5. It could just exhaust Scurryfoot. Okay. Probably just hit their Scurryfoot. Oh, a cycle of the Ketrodon. Interesting. Sure. See what they do here. Sure. 2. Just make this a 5/5. Get in for 5. Hit the Rumbler. Sure. Activate, make a 1/1. It's fine, we'll take some damage here. But next turn we can green belt and keep up Ride's End, which feels pretty good. So if they Skystreak Engineer, we can do some things there. Ah, the old Aether Siphon. I think this is a sorcery, right? Before they can get any value off of this. Yep. Yep. Now we're going to be able to tune up Hull Drifter's nice. I do like the art on this Hull Drifter. I think that's pretty cool. Beast Rider. All right. Now it's just a tune-up. Make a 1/1. I'll wait for them to queue Hull Drifter or power up their Skystreak. Venom, Sack, Legak. Pretty good. No attacks, interesting. How about a 7/6 indestructible lifelink trampler? And now we have a good blocker for Hull Drifter. Sure. Feel like we're in decent shape here. Aetherdrift, okay. We attack, they're going to have to throw a lot of things in the way of Earth Rumbler here. Which is probably exactly what we want to do. Gonna have to find a way to kill this. Yep. Screw it up. Sure. I think we just take the 5 for 1, right? I can do this for 2. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Keep 2 open. You can do it for 2. Market back Walker, we can just grow. Sure. Flood the engine. That's pretty good. Sure. I don't want them to keep Veteran Beast Ridering here. But at this point, I think I'm just going to have too much to try to push, to punch through. Another Engineer is pretty good. Two, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I have rides and swing out, what could they have in their hand? What's gonna get me? I think I just rides end this. Because they can power up Skystreak Engineer, block the Market Back Walker, and pretty much everything is going to trade down. I think we just got to go. That would give me 3 cards. Sure. Follow up with a Daring Mechanic. Probably in decent shape here. Good game. We grinded it out. Now, here's the interesting thing. I'm going to keep this, although I know I should not. I'm going to early cycle Detention Chariot here. The opportunity to tune it up on turn 4, which would be huge. Ooh, there's a nice little Broken Wings. Lagak. I'm gonna Broken Wings the Seeker here. Thanks. I don't want them to ramp. There's a Thopterist. All right, now we're just gonna curve. We're gonna get Veteran Beast Rider on the line. I want them to give me a good target for the Detention Chariot. And none of these are that, unfortunately. Yep. Artifact or creature? Well, Riverturn Monument, is it? Sure. Wow, they have 2 of them. How do they deal 7 damage? Yeah, I'm gonna get River Churned here a little bit. But they're gonna have to find answers. My Market Back Walker is unfortunate. But I have drawn a lot of lands here. This is the window I needed right here. And I'm not having to worry about Cloudspire Coordinator. No, my Earth Rumbler. Well, now they're going to have a really hard time. Sure. You just leave them both on top. Because they're going to churn me anyways. Yep. At 10 cards. I can aggressively. Oh, they can't Beast Rider and River Churn. So I'm just going to get rid of Keen Buccaneer here, and they're dead. Good game. Woo! Tune up on Detention Chariot. Very nice. Okay, we have Greenbelt Guardian. We have a couple of our good fixer cards. I do need a few lands, but I don't hate what we got going on. Sarcophagus. Go into Greenbelt here. Your armory up and running. Not gonna block. Let you get your speed up. That's fine. A Setter Paragon. What I'm gonna do here. Now I have a good block on the Sarcophagus. What does this do? Gains double strike. Sure. I'd almost preferred that they would have done that. Aetherdrift. Nice. Good curve from the opponent. So now this is interesting because if I armory, everything gets plus. I just feel like we hazard the dunes here. A 1/1 counter on it and double strike. I will force this. Yep. That means they don't get speed. Take a tortoise. Nicely played by them. Another pace setter. All right. Now we got some options. Mangala. We're sitting okay. They could do a full-out attack here if they wanted to. And try to get to top speed. I don't know that that helps them a ton, though. And they are interesting. I'm just gonna go here, 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 and here. So let them get their speed up. Not sure what that helps them with. Oh, man. You know, that is a pretty big blowout, right? For them to have invested in Pace Setter Paragon and be able to remove that, kind of soaking up that turn, and then essentially being able to trade 3 for 3 and keep my 3 creatures. They're tapped down. I then 2, 4, 6. If I draw a land here, I'm making this a 7, 8. Vigilance, Trample, Reach, Attacker. I can hit this and then constantly be doing it with Elvish Refueler. Seems very, very interesting. Greenbelt Guardian also kind of goes into the same boat where I'm able to hit this exhaust and make this really big and then give itself trample. So like there's a couple scenarios where I don't even worry about doing that. We just attack with the hazard and the green belt, pump the green belt, give it trample, and we're pushing through for an immense amount of damage. And then everything has vigilance because of the armory. So that was a timely defend the rider and pretty good. Now, realistically though, tune-up was kind of dead in our hand. What I would have hoped for there is like a cycle on Detention Chariot again and be able to tune up, maybe snagging something like a Midnight Mingler or something along those lines. But I will take the W. Okay, a quick and pretty clean 3-0. I think splashing the red was a good idea. We picked up some pretty solid cards. Cloudspire Coordinator's been nice to be able to give us some extra pilots. I really kind of just like our curve. Our curve is really nice. A bunch of 2-drops into some solid 3s. As we get up into 4 and 5 drops, we get much better. Our removal has been just timely enough and just good enough. And, kind of a pseudo green-white mounts build, sort of vehicle/mounts build. Just some pretty solid pieces all around. So I'm going to wrap this video up here, but we'll be back with a part 2, see how this finishes up. Hopefully we can pick up a handful more wins. Would obviously love to be able to get at least 2 more. Gain some gems back. That would be nice. See if we can't push towards 7 wins as well. And just continue to enjoy some Aetherdrift draft. Gonna flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe, help us get to 1,000 subs. That's our first channel goal. We'd really appreciate that. If you enjoy pack openings, stick around to the channel. Every Wednesday we do pack openings. Collector boosters of Aetherdrift should be up for the next week or 2. I think we're finishing out what we opened there, and then gonna be starting up, or maybe starting it up a little bit sooner. We'll see. I got a couple little mini series we're gonna have some fun with. Some bundles and some pre-release pack openings as well. So it could be really cool, kind of an interesting way to take a look at some sets, open some recent stuff, and some stuff that's been back a little bit. So excited for that. If you enjoy pack openings, we have a whole playlist as well. Check those down below. If you want to see more MTG Arena action, you can pop over there and check that in addition to it. Lots of MTG content for you to peruse. Thanks for watching. We'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.